So this is another episode here in your fucking 20s. We're here with For the Youth, George, Peretti. We're both Evanston boys, so this is like a last minute pod. Actually, we had this cooking already for like a minute.
Type shit.
So, all right, so check out the other pods that we have with Zane, because I feel like that's so underrated. We have everything there, and dude, like I said, we're both Evanston boys, come from Evanston, first suburb out of Chicago, north suburb out of Chicago. We're not going from the south side, but nothing against the south side. All right, so, dude, I see you cooking it up with the episodes of George, like Chef George, or what's it called?
It's called Cooking with For the Youth, you know. Basically, I just bring on rappers, and I cook with them. And the goal is to, like, keep going up, keep getting, like, bigger artists on the platform. So we'll see where it goes.
So how did you come up with that?
Bro, honestly, like, everyone does interviews, and they all look the same.
Yeah.
I see too many, shit.
You're good.
I'm good?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Yeah, I see too many of the same type of interviews. And I was just like, I want to try something different. So I'm going to see how that goes. I'm going to just keep doing them. Shout out GoldCoast, shout out Haney for letting me use the space. And yeah.
Dude, you know what I'm noticing too as well?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everything's being oversaturated.
Type shit. Yeah.
Like everyone's doing the same thing.
Everyone's doing the same thing.
Like I feel like it hits, but then again, I feel like you do it so much to the point where you're just like, it's oversaturated, you know? Like, oh, everyone's doing interviews now. Everyone's doing this. Yeah. How much money do you have in your bank account?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, Jake, what's his name? Jack Doherty?
Oh, Jack?
No, shout out Chris Stocks, though.
Shout out Chris Stocks. Yeah, Jack Doherty.
Jack Doherty, yeah.
Yeah, he's interesting. Like,
everyone hates on him, though. Why?
You want to talk about that, actually?
With Jack Doherty?
Yeah, I think we were supposed to touch on this last podcast. But dude, he's like, he just knows the algorithm, I feel like. And also he's been in the game ever since he was like 12. I remember I started watching him when he did those marker flip videos. I don't know if you remember. Mm-hmm. So marker flipping was a trend with like water bottle flipping. Like that was a trend in like 2015, 2016. So he started on that wave. And I remember like, I think I hit him up on some shit like, can I do your like channel art or whatever? I don't really like, dude, I honestly don't remember because my account was like deactivated, my old account. So I don't remember, but I might have done like some type of like work for him in terms of like channel art. But no, I mean, he's just been consistent. I feel like that's what it is too. He's been uploading every week for like the last 8 years of his life. So I mean, I guess he deserves the success, but at the same time, he's annoying. But he's also making money, so you know you can't really hate. You know, it's hard. It's hard. It's a hard thing to like wrap your head around. You know.
I think I saw him trending with Logan Paul when they interviewed him when he was like 16.
Yeah.
I did an interview with him, so I was just like, he started trending and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about him. A lot of people don't want to work with him, like Bradley Martin. And all this stuff that I heard on their podcast.
Yeah, I heard that too. Like George Janko, right?
Yeah. Like, they bring up his name, and they're just like, we're not going to talk about him. I don't know if it's because what happened with David Dobrik's party.
I think so.
His security, knocked out this Miami lawyer or whatever, bro.
He's a lawyer, too. That's wild.
I was like, damn. Bro, but he was like, dude, you're like late 20s, and you're just like chirping, what, a 19-year-old?
That's wild.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing. I feel like a lot of that stuff is staged, too, no?
Yeah, I don't know. At that moment, I don't think so, bro. He punched him, bro.
I feel like everyone wants to like dramatize the situation just for clicks. You know what I'm saying?
Kick's changing the game too. You think you would ever get on Kick?
Kick?
I couldn't do it personally.
I couldn't. Yeah, we were talking about this. I could never, bro. Because I just say some like out of pocket stuff, and also like it's like a mental.
So you're scared of getting canceled?
Yeah. Also like, bro, it's just like mentally like straining, bro. You're like you always have to like be like, yo, what's up, chat? Like, wouldn't that shit get annoying?
I feel like I just like would say something really crazy or something dumb, bro.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm just like, I'm not scared of getting canceled because I want to say what's on my mind. And I feel like it helps too. Like I'm a minority, so I'm just like, what are you gonna call me? Like this, that? I'm like, bro.
That's true.
Come on, man.
That's true.
We come from an era from like Family Guy and The Simpsons. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
But then again, what I was gonna talk to you about. All right, let's just say 5 years from now, right? We actually said this year is going to be our year.
We said that in the last pod. That was in January, right?
That was literally the first first 2 weeks out of
First,
fucking
it was like
2024?
January 5th. And so that was like almost 2 months ago, coming on 2 months ago. And dude, I think both of us in the first 2 months of 2024, we've been off to a pretty good start. I can't lie.
I think
you
we
want
did
to talk about what you've been doing?
There's a lot of things that's coming up for the plans, but dude, we've been pretty much just interviewing. Now In Your 20s is going to be on, well, it's on right now, Spotify, on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Thumbnails are upgrading too as well. I'm renewing all the thumbnails and stuff like that, the questions, the quality. And right now, dude, pretty much everything's in talks. Like a lot of the stuff is like being in talks, networking, DMing people. The end of the day is just like making it happen, you know? You know, when you message someone, they're just like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. Boshi even wanted to do a pod too.
Yeah, shout out Boshi. Shout out Boshi.
You got an interview with him, but we were supposed to, not supposed to, but there's like, we had to reschedule twice.
Oh, shit.
Literally in the past week.
He's an engineering major. He's full-time content creator. He's a busy dude, so.
Oh, I bet, dude.
Yeah, get that shit in, though.
He's filmed
cool.
here at Skokie Public Library, too. I've seen his content, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I know he dressed up as Mario, but shout out Boshi. And Boshi, like, if you're seeing this dude, hop on the pod. But, no, your pod, his content's actually really engaging and stuff. And he's done content here, like, literally interviewing with people here.
Yeah, shout out Boshi.
But, no, dude, what we're cooking right now is, I don't even know how to explain it. There's a lot of things happening, like a lot of doors opening and a lot of people DMing and actually replying back.
Yeah.
The thing is actually making it happen.
For sure.
The biggest struggle, I think, for me is actually having a firm location. Dude, if I had a location, everything would be so easy.
Yeah.
Like a firm set location. But luckily, like I said, and like you said, Hanny's been providing like the GoldCoast interviews. Not even just that. Most of the people that I interview provide their locations or their hotel addresses and stuff.
That's key.
So pretty much the location's the biggest issue. So once we have that location figured out, I think that's all gonna like make it happen, make it good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, again, shout out to Haney, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I feel like going back to what you were saying, like DMing people, a lot of people they give you an answer like, yeah, I'm down to do this. Let's do it. And they never make it happen. So there's like a big difference in like saying something's going to happen and actually like doing that, you know, actually making it happen.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do. That's what I hate about people though. Because a lot of people say they're going to do something but don't do it.
Yeah.
And then when I'm just like, yo, let's go film this. We're going to film this shit and we're going to do double, bro.
Dude, I feel like also like, in this game, in this time and space, and you have to be proactive with whatever you want to do. Even like, dude, if you want to be a if you want to be a scientist, you have to be proactive on like how you're gonna get there. Like I feel like with anything.
What do you mean by proactive?
Like you have to take steps to do it. You can't just like say, yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it in a month. You gotta do it now. Yeah. There's no waiting. Yeah. Like, bro, I don't know. If you really love something, you don't wait for it. You don't wait for that opportunity. You know, shout out Kanye West. I know he's very controversial right now, but he said, one of the things he said is good things come to those who wait. And while that's true, I think that good things come to you faster if you go. Obviously with the plan. You have to have a plan.
Yeah. Well, you can't ever figure it out if you don't start, right?
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, it's better to start than to wait.
Yeah. I feel like what made me actually, like, do interviews and actually not be scared. Because, like, I feel like all the creators do their own thing. But I started from, like, podcasts and interviewing, like, all type of stuff. Yeah. Was because, dude, I lost weight. And I didn't know how to fucking run, bro. I didn't know how to run a mile. Yeah. And then eventually now I run 10. So it's like trial and error. That's wild. So I feel like that's what disciplined me. Knowing how to run and how to like properly eat and stuff and train.
That's fire.
Made me how to actually start doing this stuff. Because like if you don't start, you're not going to lose weight and you're not going to develop like your muscles or whatever.
Yeah, people don't talk about how exercise is so like intertwined with your mood and your success in whatever field you're in. Like, dude, you could be having a bad day. Oh, yeah. Hit the gym and just feel like 10 times better. Oh, yeah. And more like accomplished and...
All right, well, let me ask you this. Let's just say, I think I was going to ask this either way. So let's just say, for the Youth Already is global, right? Yeah. Would you be Hollywood or not? Like, would you start acting Hollywood and start just being like, yo?
No.
Because you're not a religious guy. Are you? Are you religious?
Am I religious? I mean, yeah, I grew up in like a Catholic like house. So like I'm pretty religious. Not like crazy, like Orthodox type shit, but yeah. But would I be Hollywood? No, I mean, because I know how it is to be desperate for those interviews, to be waiting outside of a concert for someone's show,
Charlie on Friday
type shit, for doing all this, bro. I know how it feels. So
yeah,
for someone to be doing the same thing and for me to be giving them the treatment that I was once given,
yeah,
I'm not doing that. I don't know about you, but
I didn't elaborate on the. I'm gonna answer that too, right? I didn't elaborate when you just said when I said and asked if you would be Hollywood. I meant it as in, like, you know how we're religious. You're Catholic. I'm Catholic too.
Yeah.
Harrison brought it up to me. This other point where it's just like, you know, when you make it to the, like the highest point of success, like let's just say like Kanye West. Do you think like you would still believe in God, knowing that you have everything under your palm?
Right. I'd say,
and you're pretty much being praised as a god by children and all these other people.
That's a good question. I'd say still, yeah, but it's hard for me to say that having not experienced it. But I still say, yeah. I mean, you still have to stay grounded, even though you're at that highest point, I feel like.
Yeah. When you brought that up, I'm just like, yeah, we say that now, but when you're at that A-list game, would you still become that religious? Anyways, you asked if, for me, like, would I become Hollywood? Nah, I don't think so. Maybe, like, my spending habits may be a little bit kind of reckless and crazy.
For sure.
It's like with you. It's like I asked you, bro, let's do interviews. Like, I'll never forget that. Like, dude, you had like 12K. I was just upcoming, and bro, we just went to go film in Lincoln Park. We went to the zoo lights and fucking filmed like 30 people that, like, in an hour.
Yeah, I was 30 in like an hour for sure.
Bro,
for sure.
I just hit you up and we'll literally go around downtown Evanston, Walmart. Bro, we'll go to Target.
Anywhere, bro. We were hitting everywhere.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. And I don't know. And we were talking about it last time too. And I'm going to make this into clips. People don't put people on.
That's true.
You know, people don't put people on. People don't shout at other people. And I feel like that's what our community, and there's a lot of talent in Evanston. Athletes, content creators, but no one wants to work. And I feel like, you know, even though we do two different platforms, how I'd see it either way, it's just like we've done a lot together, building up our platforms together, helping each other out. So to the point where it's just like, you know how crazy it is? Like, I see in the viewers with these comedians like Chris Rock, Terry Crews, I don't know if you know these people, Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, bro, like they all were together, and you see old photos. They worked together, but there were no one. Yeah. Now, like in 2024, they're all A-list artists, and then they always talk about like the old days where like, oh, remember the come up, and they were all from different cities.
Yeah, definitely. Working with people and coming up with people is gonna get you to where you want to be faster, because you have people there to motivate you. If you feel demotivated, or just as a helping hand, or as a separate pair of eyes, like there's just so much. Like if you're coming up with other artists or other creators, you're gonna get to that point so much faster. So for everyone out there, find someone that is into what you like to do. That's the number one thing.
End of the day, I just feel like Evanston, we have so much talent to the point where it's just like, I'm not saying that we're doing a lot, but like I know, I'm pretty sure you feel the same way too. Like once everything blows up, everything comes our way and whatever we want, I'd come back and be like, yo, George, like 5 years from now, once we have everything, like, yo, George, let's do something for the community too as well. Like, yo, Evanston.
I'd be down,
athletes, rappers, content creators, like they want to do something, we can provide that. We could fund them. We could build a studio there and just be like, yo, use it, right? And that'll benefit us too as well, like these labels. Like we can sign them. No one signs podcasters. No one signs social media artists. We get sponsors. But think about it, like at that point when we're like 30 something and have it figured out, have families, we build, this is idea too, someone's gonna take it, but we build our thing, our, not a record label, but a label for social media artists, just like a clout house. Sign people.
That's an interesting topic. I'm with that.
You know,
it's part of like building this like empire, you know.
That's what I'm saying, but in our community. So it's like, yeah, people are going to be like, oh, but you guys are benefiting. Yeah, we will. But then again, so will they. And we're teaching them the way to go chase their dreams. And it could be artists. It could be whatever you want to do. Even an athlete.
I feel like we're going to resonate. The goal, I think, with this should be like, this is your mission statement too, like focus on people who don't know what to do and who want to follow their dreams, but they don't know how to. Or they don't know the first step to take. That's the people that we want to reach out to and help, you know?
It's crazy. No, I'm telling you. And that's not even, it could go outside of Evanston, you know, Chicago and all that stuff. But like for me, I'm just like, I graduated from ETHS and I see so much talent, but no one puts no one on, bro. I get so frustrated because no one puts no one on.
It's very everyone's in their own cliques. Everyone's in their own circles. No one wants to like reach outside and give a helping hand. We need more people to just like, not even Evanston, bro, just like everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere.
But then again, what else is in the back of my head? I'm just like, would you help someone out? I don't know if you've ever got like a, not hate, but like a negative comment or someone saying, yo, you make content. Would you help someone out that criticized you in the come up? It's like, let's just say I criticized you coming up and be like, bro, your content's stupid. You're doing YouTube, you're doing TikTok. And then 5 years from now, you're where you're at.
Probably not. But I would depends on who they are. Like if they're a random person and I have no idea, like I'm not going to help out a random person. But if it's like one of my friends or someone that I knew of, then maybe. But if it's a random person that had criticized me in the past, like, I guess everyone deserves like a second chance or help or whatever. I don't know.
It's hard to say. Yeah, I throw it out too because I see all these. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and then it's like, would you help someone in need, but they criticized you all of your come up? Yeah, like they doubted you all the time when you were coming up, but then when you made it, and they're like, "Yo, George, I need a handout. Yo, George, I need that. Would you help them?" I personally, I wouldn't know how to answer that.
No, I'd say no. But I wouldn't it depends, bro. It depends on the person. That's the thing. It really depends on the person.
Because they're doubting, bro. Like that's the thing. I try to think about it too as well. Yeah. But the thing too, a lot of people don't take notice before they kick us out. People don't take notice, dude. Doing social media, you not even just you can do whatever you want. You can pivot somewhere else. Like I was thinking about this the other day with my cousin. Yeah. She was just like, "You're a good interviewer." Like even when you do interviews on the street and stuff. You know, you could literally apply for I'm not saying I'm going to, but a news channel. Let's just say I'm already in the come up.
It can be fire.
I'm not saying I want to do it, but dude, you can pivot. This is how people become actors. I'm not saying we become an actor, but all these social creators, some become actors. Some get their auditions based off how they're acting on YouTube. That's like King Bach. King Bach's on Netflix, an actor. He's a good actor, but he's made it without doing any acting classes, I'm assumed. Any major in college of acting, and he did it just straight off of social media. That's just one example. And all these other people, let's just say I start interviewing people, and let's just say some Chicago channel was just like, "Yo, I like how you interview. You just need some media training. You need some better questions."
Would you do it?
If the gig, the pay is good, yeah. We can afford to do new stuff because we're still young, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
But the thing is, I'm saying people don't really take notice that we can pivot in different locations. You're comfortable on camera.
That's so true.
Comfortable on camera. You know how to edit. You know your music. You have a voice.
Exactly, bro. I feel like also it's important to have knowledge of multiple things like editing, interviewing, everything across the creative scene. If you have knowledge of how to do those things, you're gonna be better off. But yeah.
So with the cooking channel, who did you cook with yesterday?
It's a Chicago artist. He's on the come up. He's an underground rapper. And then I'm in the works with doing it with a certified trapper, a Milwaukee artist. And then if I get certified trapper, there's a high chance I'll get Babytron. If you know who Babytron is.
I've seen him on your thing.
Yeah. No, he's a big artist. 5+ million monthly listeners, but I'm just trying to work my way up with this, and at the same time work on my personal brand too. Just keep the motion rolling. Yeah. On the business side too, I'm working with some clients too. I'm really just trying to keep the motion going, and still in the process of hiring someone to edit for my videos.
That's the hardest part.
That's the hardest part, bro.
It's so hard.
It takes time, man, but I'm still in the process of that, so I'll see how that goes in a month or two. But yeah.
Dude, everything's so. But nah, dude, I'm gonna give you props. Coming up, bro. How we were just talking about this earlier. 10+, actually, you put 10 years into this craft, right?
Well, like, yeah, no, like I've been inconsistent, but like for the past like 2 years, I've been locked in.
Okay.
So like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first met you, you said you've been doing it since like probably before high school, but inconsistent, right?
Inconsistently, and I was doing different things. I wasn't really focused on one thing, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I mean, either way, like coming up, I mean, hard work pays off, right? Someone's gonna blow up before others and stuff like that, and that's just how life works.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people on social media, and I've been not stuck into it, but I see it a lot in podcasts where it's just like we were just like the comedian analogy. It's just someone might blow up, and it might take you 4 years to blow up, and it doesn't mean you can't outpass them.
Yeah.
You know,
everyone has their own path. You know?
Like, how would you deal with that? Let's just say your buddy that just started. Let's just say you have 5 years,
right?
And he has
like a year,
and he or a year. 22 minutes, motherfucker.
Man,
oh my
we got
God.
it in for the youth in your 20s.
In your 20s for the youth.
Appreciate you guys for watching. They kicking us out.
Gay.
Man.